We've released a report called Fees Can Fall, But First. And what we're essentially saying is that a whole lot of things have to happen before fees can actually fall and a decision can be taken as to how university fees can be funded. Our main concern is that the fact that the whole issue of the fees must fall movement has arisen and been pursued in a manner that has generally not been legal. It is over a demand that the universities cannot meet. And it's been pursued in a sense because universities have allowed what I call a patronizing appeasement to take place, a political correctness. It means that what has happened is a lot of the negotiation that has happened between students and university management has not been in good faith. Agreements have been breached, meetings have been cancelled, and the people who've been negotiating those agreements don't necessarily have a mandate at all to do so, other than from amongst themselves. And given the scale of it, that's very worrying and very dangerous. We've also seen the element of students protesting the action taken by police and security against their violence. Now, while some of the security in particular hasn't been all that well handled, much of the action taken by the police has been in response to very deliberate provocation. The other thing that people do not seem to understand is that any society's rules work on the basis that if you can't achieve agreement between disparate factions through negotiation and discussion, ultimately law and order have to underpin the resolution to that agreement. That's how democracies work. This is not only cater for a fascist society. So what we're suggesting is that you do have to regain calm on campuses. If you have to militarize in the sense of getting police and even the army onto campuses to do so, you have to do that because normality has to be restored. You can no longer do it through negotiation. That's past, and any good businessman who's been involved in negotiations will understand that. Then you can look at what do we do about fees? We don't believe people can have a fee-free education. What they should have is free access to education, which they then repay through a graduate tax at a later stage. But until we resolve the current tension, we actually cannot get to that point. This report is available free on our website to anyone who wishes to access it.